I am so excited about today's edition of Chamber Chat because Art Jones from the Kings Bay Rotary is co-hosting with me today. Art, thank you so much for being here.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Yes, well, thanks to you, we are all mad at Lingbia. We get out to the Kings Bay and Three Sister Springs and we're more than happy to pull that stuff out of the water. From what I heard, over 100 tons of Lingbia has been pulled out of our waters.
That's right. In the first year of our project, which started in September 2011, we pulled out 105 tons of Lingbia in the first year. That is an average of 575 pounds removed per day.
Unbelievable.
So it's pretty amazing. And now that we've started the second year of the program, because we go from September to September, we have already pulled out 145 tons. So already we have pulled out more now that we're in the second year than we did the whole first year because we're getting better at it. We know what we're doing and we've got some mechanical help.
And that's great because this project is really picking up momentum. People are learning about Lingbia, why it's not beneficial to our waters.
Exactly.
And it's making people want to get out there and really clean it up themselves. So
it is.
You have some examples.
I do.
Of
I have some Lingbia just in case somebody doesn't remember what it looks like. This is the Lingbia. It's an algae that's in the water, and it's a filamentous algae, and it's also known as witch's hair.
Yes.
So it's not good to have in the water. It's not good to get on you.
No.
Like you say, you knew of it before, and it was just.
Well, you know, when my husband and I would take the boat out into Kings Bay, Three Sisters in the shallows, I always looked at it as that stuff that was gross and made me want to stay in the boat.
Yeah.
So now that I know what it is, it just makes it even more important to know why we need to get rid of it.
Yeah, yeah, and we are pulling it out, and then we have another plant. I'll pull it out here, just so we're showing the viewers. This is a little bit brighter green, but this is also an algae, and this is called Catamorpha. And this is, I call this Lingbia's ugly cousin. So we got to get rid of this too. This is more witch's hair. See, you could make a Halloween costume out of that.
You know what, you could.
But I don't think you really want to.
Pretty terrible looking swamp monster, I would say.
It would be.
Oh, so this project is really going strong. What do you need at this point to keep it moving forward?
Well, we're starting to get the mechanical help going. And the biggest thing we need right now is some more mechanical equipment because we have a beautiful Lingbia harvester that goes out there and is able to lift that Lingbia up off the bottom and then we dewater it onto the boat and then we bring it over to a conveyor belt and we take it out. And you see there it is on the screen right now. And you can see that's that sediment and the dead decaying Lingbia and all the muck on the bottom. So that's all loaded with algae, and you'll see as it comes off that boat there, you can kind of see the hairs, how it all pulls together. So that, when they talk about, if you read the scientific studies on Kings Bay, and they talk about the sediment on the bottom being the largest source of pollutants in the bay now, the Lingbia hoards those sediments, and so the Lingbia grows off all that pollution. So in a way, as we remove Lingbia, we're removing the sediments and we're removing the pollution. So what a great thing, you know, we just keep taking it out, and eventually the more pollution we get out of the bay, the cleaner the water gets, the less Lingbia can grow.
Yes, and there's a lot of things that people can do to help this project. You can get out there during the cleanups and really work hard to pull this out of the water, but responsible fertilizing is very important to prevent the spread of Lingbia. Tell us about that.
Sure. When you go to buy a bag of fertilizer at Home Depot or your local hardware store, and you think about that bag of fertilizer, and if you put it on your lawn, if you put too much of it on, then when rain comes or if you overwater it, that fertilizer goes into the aquifer. So think of just taking that bag of fertilizer and just dump it directly into Kings Bay, because that's where some of it ends up. And sometimes there's people that over-fertilize far away, way over in Inverness or something, but it's all connected. So we say that we encourage people to voluntarily use one less bag of fertilizer at a time. You know, if you're fertilizing your lawn, that's great. You know, water it correctly, don't, you know, sprinkle it into it, make sure that you don't water before rainfall, and try using a little bit less and a little bit less, because sometimes lawns don't really need a lot of fertilizer. Sometimes people over-fertilize it.
Well, we always
So
think
it's
more is
almost cut
more
back.
in a lot of
Yeah.
situations, but really less is more in this situation.
Exactly. And you know, when we have thunderstorms here in Florida and you get the lightning, well, that puts nitrogen into the raindrops, into the water. So when you have a thunderstorm, you're getting, your lawn's getting fertilizer right there.
Well, I don't think a lot of people knew that.
Yeah.
I know, I've never heard that before. That's interesting information.
True. Yep. Atmospheric nitrogen comes down in the raindrops.
Where can people go to find out more information about this project and find out how they can help?
Well, the easiest way is to pick up one of our brochures, which is at the Crystal River City Hall.
Okay.
And it's a little blue brochure, and I don't think I got them on me today, which is unusual. Oh, no, I do. I have one in my pocket. God forbid I'd be without one of my brochures. And it's right here, and you can pick that up at City Hall, and some of the hotels have it, and restaurants and things like that. And that gives you all of our information in there about the Kings Bay Rotary. We're a 501c3, so anybody that wants to donate, that's a wonderful way to help, because as we're doing mechanical harvesting, the costs associated with mechanical harvesting go up.
Wonderful.
So we need more donations.
You do. Well, I'm very excited about today's show. We have a big show planned, so I hope you're not going anywhere.
Okay.
All right, stay with me.
Okay.
And you stay with us too. Lisa Vandenboe is going to come talk about the Stone Crab Jam that's coming up. She's going to give us all the information so that we know we can come out and have a great time.
Yes.
So don't you go anywhere.
Okay.
Don't you go anywhere. We will be right back. Stay tuned.